Wait for some people to come on. Today is Tuesday, April 10th. How did that happen already? Oh my goodness, this year is going by so fast. So that means that there's only like 18 days to our grand opening. So we are busy today actually placing shelves and doing all that. So it's pretty exciting over here. We thought we'd give you guys a bit different background today than we normally do and just get started. So I don't see anybody on yet, so we'll just talk about some stuff. But yeah, we've been super busy. How do you guys like the vertical, the horizontal versus vertical? I'd love to know that feedback too. So trying different techniques and everything to make sure you guys get the best experience possible. And we're also going to do a quick little fun tour today too. So anyways, hopefully some people jump on here in a second. We were late, so I do apologize. I'm going to adjust the camera here a little smidgen so it's a little bit more level.
Okay. So are we getting started? And you're not taking them to the new store yet, are you?
People
oh my gosh, it's an absolute mess.
Yeah, you want to see the gory, good details.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a viewer.
Okay.
Say hi so we can see who you are.
Okay. So, do you want to get started yet, or do you want to give them just a few more minutes?
Yeah, we'll give another minute. We were a little bit late, so we'll make sure everybody's on. But yeah, it's been super busy today, and it's going to be busy for the next couple weeks. We just have some super exciting stuff going on the Positively Aromatic side, though. New products coming out, new employee coming on.
Yep.
So
She's
you guys will
coming
start
to fill out her paperwork today.
Yeah.
So we're going to introduce you to Ashley when we get to that point. She'll start on April 19th.
Yeah. And then we're also going to have the grand opening. Make sure you guys come to that. And thank you for everybody who has shared that post. We've had like 50 shares on our event.
Yes.
That is so amazing.
Thank you.
Support from local businesses, to support local businesses and local family farms. That is like tremendous, and we just appreciate your support so much. It actually like totally warmed my heart. One of my friends at church goes, "I've shared your posts and invited friends," and that's really cool to get to have that. So appreciate the shares, appreciate the likes and the love, and because that puts food in our bellies.
No, that's really not the reason.
Yeah,
but anyway, because for me, it's more about, I have this tremendous product. I have this incredible thing that's been brought into my life that I really would like to see it brought into your lives, and brought into your lives in a way that's healthy and beneficial, not harmful. That is just an amazing thing for me. I was just talking with some people last night. We were all together after a meeting, and we were talking about, like our first festival, just seeing how it blessed people's lives. I had actually someone cry and tell me that there was some serious things going on in their life, and that day totally changed everything for them. And then they literally wanted to live after that, and they didn't before. It was a very serious situation, but it was incredible that we were able to share our place for that. We have had people that have been blessed in their health with the essential oils. We've had people that have been blessed just by the tranquility out here and just being here. And so we love to share what it is that we have been blessed with. So anyway, today what I'm going to talk about is different varieties of lavender and why you would choose a different variety for what purpose.
That question gets asked a lot.
All the time.
What do you have for, because most, before, obviously she started on this, it was like lavender is a purple flower and it's got green stems and smells nice, right? But that's not the case. There's a lot more to the story.
Yeah. So are we ready? So I can just
start on that? Yeah.
Okay. So there's right now 468 known varieties of lavender, and we have 41 varieties on our property. But out of those 468 varieties, and by the way, there's 2 more I know of in process right now, so there could be some more very soon. But so what I'm wanting to share with you is the fact that there are different varieties, first of all. And I've talked a little bit about the fact that there's different categories of lavender. 2 of those varieties grow in our area, which are the angustifolia, which is the true lavender, and then intermedias, which is a cross. Those are the ones that will grow in our area. And so I'm going to talk a little bit more about those, of course. But what I want to talk about is why would you, well, first of all, let me go another direction first. So if you are looking at what lavender varieties that you want to plant in your yard and that kind of thing, and you can think about the reasons for that. But when you go shopping for lavender plants, whoops, this just crashed. Please don't do it at like your typical box over. As the tag says, it's French lavender or Spanish lavender.
Sorry, guys.
Or whoops, I'll just pause a minute.
Oh my goodness, we're having technical difficulties.
Yeah, we are.
All right, you guys still love us though, right? Give us a heart, please.
So if you are seeing tags that say French lavender, Spanish lavender, English lavender, those kinds of things, just know those are 100% completely marketing names. They mean zero, absolutely nothing. And I'm going to tip this down a little bit. And so what I'm going to say about that is that that tells you nothing about those plants. You need to know a little bit about the name of the different varieties. So I'm going to tell you some of those. And so if you want something that's a real deep purple, so there's lots of reasons to choose. So maybe you want to do it for the color. Maybe you want to do it for if it's cold weather tolerant, or if it's hot, humid tolerant, that kind of thing. Maybe you want to grow them in containers to put in pots on your deck or your patio, that kind of thing. Okay, so which varieties work well for that? If you want to do a lot of crafts with them, there's certain varieties that are really good for that. Culinary, those different things. So I'm going to go through some varieties. I'm going to break them up into uses for them, and there's lots more than what I'm going to give you here. And we will post a list of some things on the feed after it gets posted. So you don't have to memorize these, you don't have to write them down and stuff. Just you can know that I'm sharing with you a little bit. So if you're looking for colors and you're looking for a deep purple, then you're probably going to want something like Cynthia Johnson, Hidcote, Hidcote Superior, Imperial Gem, Purple Bouquet, Empress Purple. Those are all deep purples. If you're looking for a dark blue, the varieties that you might want to be looking at is Betty's Blue. Of course, the name says it all, and it's gorgeous. Blue Cushion, French Fields. We have French Fields here. Thumbelina Leia, which also works in containers. So when we get to that section, we need to make sure that's in there. Violet Intrigue is also a dark blue. So you need a beautiful blue that is like a bright light blue, looks like the sky, or like the sky should look, depending on where you live. Anyway, it's called Pacific Blue, and it's an early bloomer. So you can also plant your lavender based on when it blooms, if it's early season, mid-season, late season, that kind of thing.
Hi, Ann.
Oh, hi,
And we also
Ann.
have
Thanks
Caleb
for joining us.
And Marissa.
And Caleb. All right.
I think
Melissa.
I said that right.
Hi.
Marissa.
Yeah. Okay. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it very much. So we're talking about today about different varieties of lavender and why you would choose one variety over another. And so if you're looking for a pink lavender, because a lot of people don't know, let me go back through this. Lavender comes in white. Lavender comes in, two of those would be, let's see, all of a sudden my mind is blank on the whites, and I have them. Edelweiss is a white one, and the one that I have is, oh brother, I'll remember it in just a minute. It's actually one of
Your culinary one.
yeah, but we don't have it up there right now.
It's Melissa.
Well, no, that's a pink.
Oh, that's a pink.
Anyway, we'll get there. So let's go back to the
I tried
pinks.
to help.
It comes in whites, off-whites, light, medium, and dark pinks, light, medium, and dark blues, violets, lilac colors. Lavender comes in dark purples, light purples, medium purples, light, medium, and dark blues. So you have your whole spectrum of the blue tones that go from whites through the pinks and the blues to violets, purples, all the way through there. So if you're looking for a pink lavender, which I totally love, Coconut Ice is one of those. Hidcote Pink would be another one. Little Lottie, Melissa, which is also a culinary one. I'll get to that in a minute. And Miss Catherine. I have Melissa and Miss Catherine on property. And a Hidcote Pink, actually. And another reason to choose them, say if it's for cold weather, some varieties that work really well in cold weather are Buena Vista, Fulgate, Imperial Gem, Mayette, which is hard to propagate, by the way, and Royal Velvet, and also makes a beautiful oil one, Mayette does. So a lot of these, they cross over in their uses, but if you're just looking at it for cold weather purposes, those are really good ones. If you live in a hot, humid climate, like say down in the south part of the country, you're going to be looking at something more like Anna Luisa, Kathleen Elizabeth, Grosso, which pretty much grows everywhere, and Otto Quest. That's another one that works well in those climates. I've heard Provence does too. I don't know for sure, but I have heard that that is true. Another category of lavender, or uses for lavender, would be a container. So if you want to do it on your patio or that kind of thing, and you want something that's going to do well in a pot, because a lot of lavender doesn't do well in a pot.
Hi, Linda.
Oh, hi, Linda. Thanks for joining us. Anyway, so in a container, you're going to want something like Blue Cushion, Dwarf Blue, Little Lottie, I know, is another one. Lania Petite, Helen Bachelor, I think is how you say that, and Fairy Pink. Those are some that are good for containers. Another reason that people plant lavender is for crafting. You want the buds, you want to make potpourri, or you want to do...
What's the best for a wreath?
For a wreath, Royal Velvet is a really good one. Violet Intrigue is a very good one. But I'm just going to go into the categories of crafts. So you can add to that. Betty's Blue is another really good one. And the reason they're maybe better is because they hold the bud. So some of them, your bud falls off when it dries. Others, it stays on. And that's the reason why you'd want to choose a different one for that.
Makes sense.
Culinary varieties. And we're going to do a whole segment on culinary at some point. But culinary... it's really important that you have the right variety, because if you're using a lavender that you put into soap or cleaning products or for distillation of oil, it might not be what you want to put into your food.
It'll taste like soap.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to put it in your food. So the ones that are super good for food, I have a list. Let's see. I have a list actually. Avis Hill, which I grow. Barbant Blue, Buena Vista, Fulgate, Hidcote Pink, Melissa, and Royal Velvet, another couple of them that I have here and that we sell in the stores. So the reason those are good is because they are tasty in your food. You can grind them up, you can put the whole buds in there, you can make tea out of them, lemonade, all those kinds of things. There are so many uses for this in a culinary fashion. One of the things, that reason why you would choose a different one over another is maybe within that culinary choice, the variety. So if that variety is a white, Arctic Snow, that's our white one that I couldn't think of a minute ago. Arctic Snow is great because it doesn't show in your food. You can grind it up and nobody really knows, what's that taste? It's so good, but what is it? And the Avis Hill, Arctic Snow, what's good about it is it has a little bit of a peppery taste, so it's good for those savory dishes, like if you're going to do a meat dish,
so
for
like
example.
if I'm using lavender and I'm using the Arctic Snow, or right? Is that what it's called?
Arctic Snow.
Okay. Like what kind of food would you put it in?
Oh, that's what I just said. You're going to put it on savory dishes.
Like
maybe a savory
what's that
soup
herb that's commonly used that you could substitute it?
Okay, so that's what you're asking.
Yeah.
Okay, so any recipe that you would use rosemary in, you can put lavender in. It's a great substitute. They're from the same family. That's a mint family, actually. And you can use those equally. That's kind of one way to do it. And the Arctic Snow, though, is really good for those savory dishes, soups, meats, those kinds of things. Then you want to look at Avis Hill, which is actually, go give me some of my culinary ones, and I'll show them the differences. The Avis Hill is a purple one. It's good for sweet things. It's really nice for that. So is Royal Velvet, good for sweet items. Melissa is a light pink bloom that turns gray as it dries. Super good for sweet things also. Melissa is one that will not show in your food. So some people want it to show, some people don't want it to show. So that's why you have those differences. Hidcote Pink is a nice sweet one. Fulgate's a beautiful dark purple one.
Here's the Avis Hill. So you guys can see that.
Does it show the plant itself? It doesn't.
Yeah. So this is they're all this, but
the pictures are different. That is actually the
this
actual
is
plant.
the actual plant that you
Right.
can see there. It's not focusing very well. Sorry. Let's see if I can get it to
It's
focus.
on the front too.
There you go. That's focused better.
Okay, that's what Avis Hill looks like.
What's cool too, if you guys do these, because a lot of people are like kind of unsure or uneasy about using culinary lavender. So she's included a recipe with each of your packages of culinary lavender. Isn't that cute?
Yep.
So
this is what Melissa looks like. See if I can get that to focus. That's what the flower looks like. Is that focused? See the difference? Big difference, right? And then this is Royal Velvet.
We think the packaging is pretty too. It was actually designed by Roadmap Media Designs.
There you go. So those are 3 of them. And so, you know, when you're looking at these, even these look similar, but look at the difference in color. It's a different flower completely, all 3 of those. So there you go. That just shows you a little bit about that. So some other reasons why you would choose different varieties to plant in your place would be maybe you want it to be a double bloomer. So I do around one of our wedding locations that we have here, because we have a wedding venue also, Lavender Manor. So lavendermanor.com for that. But one of the wedding sites, I have 2 rows of lavender planted all around the entire perimeter of the site that we don't harvest for our other production reasons. And so what we do with those is the Cynthia Johnson is a double bloomer, and it's a little bit bigger than French Fields. And so Cynthia Johnson's the outside row, and it blooms first. So you have bloom early. When it's about done, French Fields, which is a smaller one that's in the front row, inner row, that one is blooming then. And when it's finished, Cynthia Johnson blooms again. So that extends your season longer. So that's another reason for choosing, you know, certain ones for different purposes. You can do it for aroma. You can do it for the strength of the aroma. Some of the really stronger ones are more intermediate type for the most part, but I can give you some of those. Fat Spike, Grosso,
I like the name of that.
Hidcote Giant, Empress Purple, Provence, and Super are all stronger aromas. Grosso, for example, has a little bit more of a camphor aroma in it.
That's that one where the hydrosol is super good for mosquito repellent.
It is.
And
it's also a good crafting one.
Yeah, it's also why we selected our Grosso Field for the U-Pick, because people honestly they love it. They love it because it is good for crafting. The smell is stronger.
It lasts a bit longer.
It lasts longer and it dries beautifully. So you're really getting, I guess, kind of.
Yeah, a little bit of everything. Yeah. And that's also the one that we put inside of our cute little stuffed animals and our neck warmers and our dryer sachets and all those kinds of things. So we use it that way too.
The buds are really great for those.
Yeah, they're great for that, and they last a long time. So sometimes you're going to choose the variety of lavender because you want to do bouquets, for example, and so you want those blooms to really stay attached to the stems and usually be, well, some of the lavender stems, some of them, the heads, all the plants are, the bloom buds, I mean, look like a cylinder. Some they look like a spiral. Some they are spaced out, kind of thing. So there's lots of things like that to look at too about lavender that really changes the reason why you would do it. And then, of course, as a distiller of essential oils, I have a lot of varieties that are for that reason. And that one is kind of subjective in the fact that your client, my clients, sometimes have different tastes in there. Some of them prefer the Mayette, some prefer the Melissa Lilac, which has that deep undertone of honey. Some of them really like the lighterness of the Mayette. So, oh, there you go. She's going to show you.
I have to show. It's my, otherwise I have nothing to do here. There you go. There's Mayette.
Well, this is the bottles of the essential oil.
Just so you guys can see, this is the ones that she does. Getting that focus.
It's not all of them, but
that's the Melissa Lilac. And
my personal favorite and my signature.
Grosso. And then one thing she does too cool, that if you want a little bit of all the goodness, goodness, I'm not focusing. There you go. Is she does a blend?
No, it's not a blend.
That's what it says.
So I know I'm changing the name.
Okay.
Here's why I got people confused. So what I did is when I put into the pot, I do a combination of a lot of different varieties. So you have an overall. I just call that one lavender. A blend in aromatherapy is when you take essential oil and you put it with a carrier oil and you make a blend that's for a particular
It's pure
purpose.
essential oils. It's just a mix.
It's a combination of varieties. So I have to be careful about that because that
verbiage is important.
People. It is. It is. So anyway, so Christina, I think that's all I have on varieties.
So now that's been like, I think the question we've had since we started these live videos is, what kind of varieties do you guys have. So now you know. There's the whole list.
No, it's a partial list.
Well, okay.
468 varieties. I don't think you want to have me sit here and list those all off. But.
We are going to post on the Thursday. By then there should be a post of kind of a summary of what all those things are in our blog. So make sure you guys check that out. Another cool thing that we wanted to announce, eveninglightlavender.com is done. Woo!
Oh, I haven't even seen it. Okay.
Yes, you have.
Well, no, not complete with all the classes and everything.
Well, classes are not 100% up, but you guys can go check it out. It's beautiful. It's super user-friendly. We'd love you to go to eveninglightlavender.com and check that out. Let us know what you think. Only good comments, though, because it was a lot of work. Anyway, so it's beautiful. Lots of pictures. You're going to see on there my favorite thing, which is a countdown to the festival, July 7th and 8th, which is super exciting.
But before we start countdowning for the festival, we still have something special coming up. We've talked about it.
In like 18 days. Yeah. I had to do the math there a second. 18 days. Our ribbon cutting. Woo!
For the new store.
And we've got 2 guys right now putting fixtures together and cleaning up the fixtures right now. So do you guys want to give us some hearts?
Wait. I still have some things to share.
Oh, we'll get back to it. But give us some hearts if you guys want a tour of the chaos right now. I want to see it. Hearts and thumbs up. Because she doesn't want to have me do that, but you guys are going to love it.
You don't want to see it till it's done.
You want to see it. Okay, hearts and thumbs up. So, and make sure, too, that you guys give us more questions. Oh, we got to do a tour now.
No. Who's doing all those hearts? Linda Shuff. I bet you, Martin, I bet you are doing that.
I think it's everybody. I love it. Okay, all right, so we'll give you guys a tour in just a second. So, first of all, you saw where we are doing...
I want to share some resources before you take off. Before you sidetrack what we're doing here.
No, I'm just
So there are some resources for learning more about lavender and those varieties and that kind of thing. And one of them I'm super excited about. Yes, we showed you books once before. And so you can go back to, I believe it was the 3rd of April. Mm-hmm. And we put those resources onto our follow-up so that you can get some books for references. But in addition to that, of course, I have my Lavender 101 class that I teach, and that's going on the new site.
Yep.
I don't remember the date that class is, but it is scheduled.
Either.
Okay, we'll get that to you next time. It is scheduled. And it's a 4-hour class. You go through the history of it. You go through how to care for it, maintain it, how to trim it, harvest it. I mean, we go through everything, all the details.
You'll learn a lot. It's really good.
Yeah, you'll learn a lot. It's not intended for someone who wants to do what I do as far as a big scale. I do consultations for that, and that's another whole category of things. But it is a really good one for those of you who want an introduction to lavender and how do you make it beautiful and keep it beautiful in your yard and use it and those kinds of things. So that's coming up. But also, the thing I'm super excited about is it's been a few months ago now, but and I have permission now to announce that it's going to be coming. It's not available yet, but University of Michigan and the U.S. Lavender Growers Association has worked collaboratively. Collaboratively.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. To put together a online module for learning about the lavender business. So I was partnered with our now current president of USLGA. I'm a regional director of USLGA, and we were partnered together for the business plan side of it. But it's there's like I think there's 9 different modules, something like that, and each one of them.
Hey, Cassie.
Hi, Cassie. Each one covers another
Harry
category.
And Tracy. I don't know which one's watching. It's his hand, but
okay. Welcome though. So anyway, that module is going to be coming out by the end of the year. I got to be one of the writers for it, and that was just an honor. And then at our U.S. Lavender Growers Association conference that's every other year, it's going to be next January. So some of us that are in part of writing this curriculum, we're going to be on a panel that we get to share with the lavender growers across the whole country. If any of you are interested in joining U.S. Lavender Growers Association or anything like that, please contact me. I can totally get you hooked up and tell you why you might want to be interested in it. There's different levels. Those who are just interested in lavender, you can do that too. And if you want to find places to go to visit as you're traveling, you want to go to a lavender farm or something, boy, there's great resources on there about where everybody is. And so that's kind of a cool thing. And that's uslavender.org. Go to that site and you can look up where all lavender farms are across the country that are part of the U.S. Lavender Growers Association. Not everyone is, but I think we have over 500 members.
Good amount.
And so anyway, just thought you'd want to know about some of those resources in this upcoming course that's really going to be. It's
put a lot of work into it, and it's a huge honor.
It's a whole group of people. There's lots of lavender growers involved, lots of university professionals that are involved. It's going to be a really good one. So anyway, stay tuned for that. Thought I'd share.
So also, before we take a tour, I just want to remind people on our Facebook page, eveninglightlavender.com, there is an event. There's also a free giveaway.
Oh yeah.
So go check out that picture. It's awesome. Make sure you follow the instructions, because if you are not qualified to enter unless you follow the instructions. It's 4 steps.
Okay, give them the 4 steps.
So you need to like the post. You need to share the event. You need to comment lavender on the post. And then you need to go to Positively Aromatic Facebook page and like it. That's it. So enter to win on that. So it's awesome. Go look at the picture. Okay, who's ready for a tour? So this is the nitty gritty, okay? So I'm gonna flip the camera around. All right, so this is our current store.
We've torn some
that we've torn apart already. So this is where it's right now. So did you see the square footage? Just so you guys get the gist of it.
It's 10 by 20.
It's 10 by 20, not very cozy. I mean, too cozy, excuse me. Then we're gonna come out in the barn. Say hi, Stills. Okay, and then we're gonna walk through here. You can see the pretty chandeliers behind me for the wedding venue sign. And then, ta-da! All right, so now we have beautiful lavender ornaments up. We got me in the mirror. And we have, look at the ceiling. Isn't that epic? And the lighting in here is so pretty. We got fixtures getting placed and cleaned. Check out our registers.
Yes, check out our new register station. Yes, number 1. Yeah.
Yep. How can we help you?
Yes.
All right. And then
Number 2.
Register number 2. Yay. We got some shelves in here already. And just kind of walk through here. So it's going to be shelving along these walls. That's not in yet. And then this glass case is going to be, and Linda says, oh my goodness, so amazing. It is really amazing. We got the glass case. This is where all of our essential oils are going to be. So it's going to be really beautiful.
On our jewelry counter.
Yep. And we're going to have like a jewelry. You'll see. It's going to be great. But so you guys can see, it's fun to see the process.
I can't believe you're showing them before it's done. It looks awesome.
Sorry, Josh. I'm tripping over him. Okay. And there's that there. And then this will be an exit door, which will be really nice. We've got a beautiful little sitting area here by the fireplace. We're going to have a little kid. So bring your moms, bring your kids, because we're going to have a little toy book section for them to look at things. And little chairs for cookbooks. And then you'll be able to walk in and out of this door, right by the willow tree. Come out there. And you're outside at the lavender fields and seeing everything in Mount Spokane view. It's just beautiful. So come to the ribbon cutting, please, on April 28th. It's going to be so awesome. You'll get to see it all beautiful and gorgeous. It's going to be a really, really good time. So thanks for watching today, you guys. Thanks. We appreciate you being part of Positively Aromatic and Evening Light Lavender and Lavender Manor and our lives. So we appreciate you guys.
I also want to say I need questions.
Oh, yeah, more questions.
Your questions. Subjects,
yeah.
Farming, growing lavender, botanicals, various kinds, distillation, aromatherapy, what I do for consultations, perhaps, if you're interested in that, and of course our products.
Yeah. Cool.
So,
all right. Have a great
subject. Ask us a question.
Great week. Live, love lavender. We'll see you next week.